Never fall for our fathers. Stay awake, don't you fall asleep. Never fall for our fathers. Stay awake, don't you fall asleep. Back in my grizzly, back in my bag. Never backpedaling, put my back to the past. My mind is a canvas, let my words be attacked. For a while I was silent, so now for attack. Bill came back up like advice from a parrot. My pen bleeds on past cause the goal is apparent. I hear all these chumps, they just mimic like parrots. But I see an iPhone, not talking about Paris. Snakes in the grass.
What's up, everybody? How's it going? So sorry, running a little late today. We're just gonna blame it on the weather.
My blame, my fault. Ain't no weather.
Listen, everybody that's in the Hackensack area right now knows like how killer the weather has been. So, what's up? Thank you. I want to start out with that like I always do. Thank you to Truth Vibe TV. Thank you so very much to all of the subscribers, to all the fans, supporters. Thank you. Again, so sorry for the delay. I had a very rough week. We're going to get into that. Just real quick, I want to give a quick shout out to Shannon Gaddy out of Hackensack who just hit me up and asked me how to watch the show. Hey, boo. That makes me feel good. It's going to be a good one today. We're going to have some fun. Get into my rough week. And as you see, I'm here by myself today. Well, I have Truth sitting across from me.
I was about to say, I'm feeling some type of way you said that. Just putting that out there. It was just like, oh, really? Okay.
Only, well.
I know what you're talking about.
Only on the screen. But, hopefully next week I have a guest schedule. So, topic will be a little different than what we're going to talk about this week. So just real quick, I moved this week and it's been crazy. I've had some fun on Facebook, as a bunch of you have seen. Thank you so much. I have a list of comments from all of you guys that reached out on the show topic for today, which is anal sex. We are going to get into like the benefits that most of you knew nothing about, some of the reasons why men prefer it, some of the reasons why women prefer it, but everything and all about anal sex. Do not forget, this is live, so feel free to chat. If you have any questions, if you have any comments, type them up, send them to me. We'll get them answered, have some fun with it.
JJ already said hello.
Hey, JJ. How are you? Hey, shout out. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching. Tell your friend to tell their friend to tell their friend to watch me too, and to hit me up with any questions that they may have. So we're going to get started. And the first thing we're going to discuss on the topic of anal sex are some of the benefits that a lot of us knew nothing about, including me. I got 10 of them that I researched on Bella Pope as some of the benefits of anal sex that a lot of us had no idea about. Some of them I'm actually hoping to fulfill before this weekend is over.
My virgin ears.
Yo, my virgin ass.
Oh my God.
And I'm serious too. All right. So the first surprising benefit to anal sex that you knew nothing about probably is that it actually keeps the immune system in great shape. Sex in general is fantastic for like health. It keeps you in shape. It makes you sweat. Keeps the endurance up. So
how you gonna downgrade anal? We talking about anal sex. We ain't talking about sex.
Listen,
you know what I'm saying? Let's stick, fellas. I got you tonight.
Listen, you got to work a little harder on both sides to get the anal sex up and going. For men, you got to listen. You got to know how to be a little smooth but a little aggressive at the same time in order to make it work. Listen, it's good for endurance. And if you get the right one who actually lets you get in there, it could be a good workout too. It cleans you out. That's benefit number 2. Increased activity to the anus actually makes it easier to produce a healthy bowel movement when you need to, which is probably not what you want to be thinking about while you're having oral sex. I'm saying, oh my God, I'm saying oral sex. That's next week. Anal sex. However, a woman with experience knows that.
Shout out to Prodigy.
Hey, Prodigy. A woman with experience knows that you do want to do a good clean out prior to, if you know you're going to engage in any type of anal.
From what I've researched, because you have a lot of people think anal sex and automatically they're thinking feces and all this other stuff. If the young lady or man, whatever your preference is, bruh, if the person doesn't have to go to the bathroom or hasn't used the bathroom within the last couple of hours, there is no feces in that track there. I don't care what you packing, homie. But ain't no feces in that cavity, that canal right there.
That's
so you
true.
don't have to worry about that. Now,
That
if she
is
just
true.
went, gotta do it correct. He or she just went to the bathroom, you might run into something. So if you're a little queasy, you might not want to do it at that time.
It also doesn't hurt, ladies. The same thing that we do as far as cleaning out the vagina area, as far as douching, it works as well in the butthole. So you can also either douche with a regular douche, or if you're feeling, a little more insecure about it, clean out with an enema a couple of hours prior to.
All right, JJ say, them beginners need that slow start. You know what I mean? He also goes to say lubricant is your best friend.
Yes. Yes, it is.
And, probably just laughing.
It's true. Listen.
No, it all right,
You got to get a good. What I was saying the other day is, not only do you need a good lube in order to be able to, you need a relaxed ass too. Because at the end of the day, if the ass is tense and you're nervous, nothing is going nowhere.
All right, I'll say this. If you've been doing anal sex since the age of 18, you were ready to rock, then you don't have to worry about clenching up. You're ready to rock at all times, lubricant, all that. But if you haven't done it in a very, very, very long time, or it is your first time, yes, she's going to be very tensed, because unfortunately, the word on the street is that anal sex is very painful. And that's all they remember, and that's all they're going. But, a lot of women, sorry, politically correct, people that are engaging in anal sex don't know that you could climax during anal sex, whether they touch that major organ or not. You can
Yes.
still climax.
And that's for both sexes, men and women. Like, the men have that whole prostate area there that, when hit the right way, will automatically, it'll make them ejaculate. So
Well, since you're in school and you're a professional, Jay says he's heard that getting an orgasm works for a woman. I guess it relaxes her, so she won't tense up. She got that nut out. She feeling good.
Okay.
So she won't tense up. So
Right. Yes, it's true. It's true. And that's actually one of the surprising benefits that we'll get to a little bit later on, to the anal sex. Number 3, it's generally more pleasurable for men, basically because the anus is tighter than the vagina, which makes sense, I guess. I remember one experience, and it was my first experience with anal sex, where, it was supposed to have been anal sex, and he slipped into my vagina, and I didn't tell him he was not in my... And he was like, yo, it's so tight. And I'm like, yeah, I know. That's just because that's me, but it has its tendency, I guess. And it's more of a struggle. Like, I remember the whole losing my virginity thing. And for men, I can imagine it's like the same thing as far as when a male, penetrates and loses his virginity for the very first time. It's like that tightness, and it's uncomfortable.
well, shit depends on who a dude loses his virginity to. If she's seasoned, boy, you gonna fall in that shit, boy. You don't know no better.
Number 4, it's really pleasurable for women due to all the nerve endings surrounding the vagina, which makes sense because women, if you think about it, if we are getting fucked and, the guy does put the finger in the ass, it increases the way that we're feeling. And for me, it's almost an instant climax, especially if he starts, with the finger, then curling it up in the ass, it does something, to the nerve ending. So I could definitely see how that,
Sound like Jay got some serious experience with this shit here.
Hey,
All
Jay, look,
Jay says
where
also.
Jay from? We from, Jay?
Yeah, let us know where you're at, where you're from. JJ says also the fetal position helps with that. First time. And another thing is that a woman can buy toys to loosen up her. I'm gonna stop you with that, homie. If she ain't let you she don't want you to put your dick in her ass. A toy, which to a certain extent will be more scarier than a female, whether it's bigger than you or smaller than you. It's still from the way females look at it as being more, because it's like a foreign object not attached to a man.
But you know what, though? I will say this. I have spoken with women who have told me that they do use a toy in between to keep it loose.
No, yeah, I'm talking about the first timers, though.
No, not the first time.
If she reluctant to let you ass and then she ain't letting the toy in there for you to loosen up, like you gonna have to be going, especially if you want to do the doggy style with a fetal position, you're gonna have to really hit in a spot. You have to get it really, really worked up.
Yeah.
And then you gotta take the thumb and play around it, fellas.
Yeah.
Play around. All right, make sure your nails are clipped first, fellas. All right?
My gosh. Listen, and I'm gonna actually try that fetal position.
Yeah.
Play
with it with the thumb. Play with the thumb. Start to slip it in slowly but surely.
Yeah.
And now that good feeling, it's already in.
Yeah. Listen, and I'm not lying. Anybody can watch this. Anybody can call my bluff. I haven't had any type of anal sex in like maybe 4 or 5 years. So me personally, I remember the feeling, and I remember it as something that I enjoyed. Lately I've been messing with men that are just too damn aggressive to even consider, doing anything with in that way. A couple have tried. It's just I'm turned off by it. But I would like to, definitely do it. So I will take Jay's advice and try the fetal position and hopefully let him know how it worked for me.
Here's the thing I always tell, like, it's kind of different. Like, if you want a woman to feel every centimeter you have, doggy style is the position. So if you want to do anal, she gonna feel the whole thing too. So for those guys who women are scared of what you packing, or I would say you get a pillow, prop her up on a pillow, have her hang midway, and then you start that way. That way, to her mind, she's not gonna get the whole thing. But eventually, fellas, we're gonna grab those thighs, pull it close, she gonna get pounded out. But
that's why we don't trust y'all. See, yeah.
She in her mind, she's not getting the full all of you. So she might be a little more like reluctant to do it that way with the pillow, with her on her back.
Listen, it's definitely something that I remember as being very, very, very pleasurable. But it's just getting past like that first 5 minutes of
the
hell.
Initiating, right.
That. And I remember back in the day throwing it back on the dick, in the ass. Like I remember being able to do that. I don't think I can do it now. It's been too long. It's been too many years. Number 5, it increases intimacy. I guess, in a sense. I remember doing a whole bunch of begging and pleading to stop. I don't
want us to stop, though. That's the whole thing.
Nah.
I would say this. For that one, it does. For those individuals who are involved in, sex, whatever, and you try something a little freaky or whatever, you want to run back the next time to see what's next. We're not talking about those individuals who, go down on their mate every birthday. We're talking about, like, if you decide to do a little something extra, not saying that you have to do it on a regular basis, but when you hit them with something new.
Yeah.
On a regular basis, yeah. Motherfucker running home like, all right, what we gonna have tonight?
Yes. Yeah.
Fuck overtime.
All right. Number 6, it eliminates the fear of pregnancy. This should have been number 1.
I like that one, yeah.
You ain't gotta, listen, ain't nobody getting pregnant from their butt. So I suggest, hey.
I like it even more because, dudes like to always bust in it.
Yeah.
Whether it's the vagina or the crotch. So I'm saying this should have been number 1. I agree with you.
Yeah, this definitely should have been number 1. Great idea. All right, number 7. This one blew my mind. And this one is also good as far as vaginal sex and oral sex. So for women who actually enjoy sucking dick to get the cum and then swallowing the cum like a real champ does, there are benefits to semen. So this is number 7. Semen is a natural anxiety reducer, an antidepressant. It improves the quality of sleep. It increases energy, natural pain reducer, improves mental alertness, and increases libido.
All right, I'm saying that's number 1. That's 1.1. For y'all fellas out there, y'all girl talking about she having an anxiety attack, anal.
Yo, give her
Calm her
some
down.
dick in the ass. Yeah.
Fuck a bag, fuck a Xanax.
Listen,
Yeah.
that's it.
You
I
having a
had
panic
no
attack?
idea.
Take this nut in your ass.
I had no idea that semen had all of those benefits, and that's what I say. It's also good for when a girl is receiving that nut in her mouth. You know,
There's 20 reasons why swallowing is beneficial.
fellas.
We're gonna get to that.
Your girl say she's stressed out. Tell her to suck your dick. That works too.
For us fellas, nut in the ass is better. See, because when she swallow it, it still got to go through the digestive system.
Oh my gosh.
Anal, that's straight into the system. You know what I mean? That's just like, we took those
that's
pills.
true.
They used to make the gel ones because it reacts faster.
Yes. That's true. That's true. So that that was number 7.
Some dude's going to use that line, I'm guaranteeing you right now.
Number 8, it increases sexual diversity. Excitement. Perfect for introducing something new into the relationship or into the sex life.
True.
You can be with somebody and be doing the same thing over and over and over and over again for years and then get tired and want to introduce something else. I mean, besides maybe introducing or bringing a third party into the bedroom, if he wants a little butt sex, I don't see where there should be an issue with this, ladies. And, it's okay. Number 9, it's a great alternative to period sex. For women who cannot and will not have sex while they're on their period, your butthole is always available.
Well, I mean, that's a great thing because unfortunately, and I know a lot of fellas out here understand, a good portion of women out here think because they're on their period that their man doesn't need to be fucking satisfied. I tell women all the time, God give you 3 holes. Pick one, because I need the nut. I understand you going through your little friend, but that doesn't mean, and then they still want to cuddle and all, like, get the fuck off me.
Yeah. Yeah, because we being paid. You know what, though? I will say this. For women who do have sex while they're on their period, number 1, the bleeding automatically stops. And number 2, so does the cramps. I can imagine that it would be the same thing with the anal sex. If you're having bad pains, maybe trying the anal sex will take away from the initial pain of the anal sex from jump and, make it a little bit more into just being about that intimacy of trying something a little different when it's needed. So that's how I feel about that. And number 10, the last reason, which is the dumbest reason, and I think
We're going to be the judge of that. Let's go.
it's exciting.
That's a good reason.
Who is it exciting for? Is it exciting for men or is it exciting for women?
Well, I mean, there are women out there that love anal sex. And there are men out there that love anal sex. So, and I think, unfortunately, a lot of people forget in a relationship, you want to please your mate, period. So I'm not telling you, let this nigga pound your asshole out every other day. But I'm just saying, like, you want them to look forward to something, just like dressing up. And unfortunately, a lot of people fail to realize when you're in a long-term relationship, you got to pull a rabbit out of the hat every once in a while. There's only but so many fucking doggy styles, dick licks, ball playing that, you know what I mean, is in a long-term relationship. You need to pull something extra. Dress up. Put on a different outfit. Language. Have the motherfucker pick you up at a bar or something. You know what I mean? Like, act like I don't know each other. There are a lot of different things you can do to keep that excitement in your relationship. And I think people forget about that.
Yeah. I 100% get what you're saying. However, there are other alternatives to anal sex for women who don't want to go that route, such as role playing.
There ain't no way to role play your asshole. Like, I don't give a fuck how much Kegels, exercises you do or whatever. Vinegar in the bathtub. Yeah, I know all the tricks, shorties. But eventually, what you have to understand after a while, it's going to open up. It may be tighter in an initial first couple of humps, but after that, she going to open up like she normally do. So,
You can't be rough, fellas.
fuck that.
You gotta smooth it and ooze it in nicely.
Love making went out in the 80s.
It'll- Maybe that's the reason why I haven't been made love to lately. It's been a long time, shit. Seriously.
You'll be
But-
mad as hell. I can see you now, like, motherfucker, you serious? Like, when are we gonna start? All that kissing and caressing. Nigga, get the fuck off.
No.
And pound this shit out.
Listen, I'm actually old school. I like to be romanced and stuff.
I understand the romance stuff, but at the end of the day, you need a nice little. Everyone out there, I don't care what they say about the whole love making thing. They need to be. They love that little aggressive stuff.
Yeah, sometimes, but not more than the easy stuff. Not more than the love making. That's me.
Okay, I understand.
Like, I like to be touched. One of the biggest things for me is I like having my titties sucked. I can sit and watch a nigga suck my titties for like 20 minutes.
Right.
And I actually enjoy watching him do it.
Nice.
You know, so all of that, I just, the men that I've been meeting lately have just been like, okay, turn around, bitch, let me pound you out. And, you know, I think that's
I ain't talking about that. I mean, you can pound out in any position. Like, dudes, if you only pounding out in a doggy style position, you need to take my number.
Look, some of them ain't got no choice but to only pound out in that position.
I don't give a fuck what you packing, homie. You can put a chick in a lot of positions and pound out. Lay her on her side, toot that ass off the edge of the bed, pound that shit out, homies.
Yo, I haven't had none of this in so long. Yo, my sex life is whack. If anybody is watching that's been involved in my sex life the past couple of years, it's whack, okay? How about that?
Shots fired.
Yeah.
Shots
Boom. Boom.
Shots fired.
I haven't had nothing exciting like that. It's been very, very, very whack. But anyway, so I did put the topic up on my Facebook page, as I always do. And I got comments from a lot of my friends on Facebook. And originally, I had only just asked the questions to the fellas. And my friend Grover told me that I should address it to both the men and the women. I'm so sorry. I put this airhead in my mouth and I'm like trying to... I'm like trying to chew it and talk at the same time. I was like, okay. So the Facebook comments this week were interesting. I got a little bit of both input from both male and female in regards to why there's a preference. And, you know, I didn't honestly think that there really was, but this was something that somebody told me I should talk about this week. So my friend Andre Durand, my sexy white chocolate, I hope he's watching, hey boo. He says that it's normally the woman's request. Normally the woman's request for the anal sex.
He's white?
He's white.
He's fucking white women. Yeah.
No.
Black chicks will give you a little headache with that shit.
Yo, you know what? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
It's easier to get anal sex from a white girl?
You know what it is? And I mean no disrespect to any culture. You have certain people that are raised like Jewish women. They're raised to please their man. Mm-hmm. Asian women, they're raised to please their man. And I'm talking about any and all. Ways, fashions, and whatever. Black women, something different. You know what I mean? They're not taught, like, it's also Latin women. You have a lot of Latin women, they work, and they make sure they rush home to cook dinner for their husbands. That's just the way that culture is.
Shout out to the Latino women.
There you go. So, in the black community, you know, a lot of things have gotten kind of off course. To where, you know, a lot of the thinking isn't about pleasure and pleasing the individual. It's about, okay, where you taking me, what you buying me, how much you got on my rent, vehicle, and, you know, it's gotten away from the pleasure of a man.
Yo, listen. I have not dealt with any man in years that I have been able to ask them questions to. It's been them questions being asked to me, so I don't know anything about that at all.
Well, I mean, that's what I said. Like, nah. It's again saying that you haven't done it, you don't want to do it. It's just more lines you're letting us know, like exactly what I was saying. That's just not the way you were brought up in your household. Mm-hmm. In these other foreign country households, those are the things that are taught immediately to the young ladies about pleasing your man and the things you need to do. Shit, and what the Jewish women teach their daughters how to suck dick at an early age.
Is this true?
Yeah.
The same Jewish women that be fucking their husband through sheets?
Yeah. I mean, I don't give a fuck you touch it. You still gotta be good at what you do. You be like, you see them. As soon as they hit a legal age, they pregnant, married off. And it's all about the pleasure and the submissiveness. And, you know, I'm not telling you to do whatever your man or woman says. But at the end of the day, you know, if you're the female in the relationship, you gotta let the male in the relationship be the male. Mm-hmm. Whether they're making more money than you or not. You know, that man still needs to feel like a man. He still needs to hold his head high, his chin high. You know, not made fun of or belittled.
Okay. And you know what? That makes sense what you say about Jewish women. Because Jewish men are some of the biggest fucking freaks in the world. They be the ones in the strip clubs, be the ones walking around in Patterson over by East 18th Street looking for hookers and shit like that. And it be the one with the curls. Those be the ones. Okay. So, getting back to my Facebook comments. Grover Godfrey, he says, with me, it's the woman's preference. If that's what she wants, she gets. I never ask for anything. No head, nada. Yo, that's what I'm talking about.
Fuck that.
Yo, I can't stand no man that be like, suck my dick. Yo, fuck you. Get your dick out of here. I'll suck it when I want to. I can't stand that. Grover Good. I can't do it.
Fellas, if you're in a relationship, you gotta ask for head, you're in the wrong relationship.
Yo, so that my baby father been in a long relationship for years because he always had to ask. I'm not ever, and I have not ever been the type that just was like, yo, you know what? Come here, daddy. I'm gonna suck your dick and just go down on you. I have to be turned on in order to do it. Me. So, I don't know, but to each his own, I guess. My friend Eric Sanchez, and that's my little sweetheart, my Dimples, and I dead ass have him saved in my phone as Dimples. He says, like the fella said, it's up to the woman. So, I don't ever recall it ever being up to me. It was always like the guy that was just like, yo, let me stick it in your ass type shit. It was never, ever, you know, like, oh my God, hey, I want you to come over and take my ass. But they've been dealing with other types of women, so good for them. Longtime friend Anthony Wynn, shout out to Anthony, Hackensack, hey. He said, for me personally, it's just the submissiveness of it. The women I've come across actually like it and are willing to try with me. That's a good thing, you know.
Also, fellas, you gotta remember, like, they got some niggas out there that most chicks don't want you to put it in their fucking vagina, let alone their ass. So, you know, it's the way you ask the young ladies. You know what I mean? You gotta do it properly. Mm-hmm. You can't just be like, yo, I want to put this in there.
Like, you don't get that motherfucking anaconda up out of here.
You know what I mean? You gotta understand, fellas. Like, if you're on that level, you know what I mean?
Listen,
you might have to find your porn star. So, I don't know.
Absolutely, because some of these things that y'all got out here, and you be hung like horses, it physically feels impossible, especially if you know you be shitting out doodoo balls. All I'm saying. Little tiny things, it's not gonna work. My friend Av Roca, hey Av. He said, when the booty looks so good and you rub up against it, head just popping when the ass give that head a kiss. I didn't know what that had to do with the post, but it turned me on, and thank you so much for commenting. I wanted to make sure I got it, and I shouted you out for commenting on the post. Stephen Boswell said, it's an exit, not an entrance, period. So he's not into the whole anal sex thing, which is cool. You know, some men
are. It's not for
aren't.
everybody, man. It's not like, you know, people understand, like, it's just, you know, some people that really think it's whether you're still making love to your woman or not, that it's a things that they think only the same sex does.
Mm-hmm. My friend Tika Watson, shout out to her. She's so silly. She put up a little Michael Jackson meme that says that she's only here for the comments. So she actually did not comment, but she wanted me to know that she was there reading the comments. Rashad Parks discussed how the girl that he's with now says that anal sex makes her come harder than regular vaginal sex, which I have heard and which I myself remember it being that way back in the day when I did do it. So I can see how that's possible. It's a good feeling. You just got to be able to get past the initial, couple of strokes of it. My boy Eric DeLuna, hey boo. I love him. He says, "Oh, Kara, you definitely know why I prefer it. I love you." He's so cute. And yes, I do. Shout out to Eric. I love him. Chef Turner Twin says that he basically thinks that it's different. It's something different for him. And that's going back to what we said about the benefits of it. How it is something different and exciting for some to add into a sexual relationship or an experience. So I see exactly what you mean by that. Thank you so much for commenting. Michelle Kasha, which was my guest from last week, had a lot to say. She stated that some men are gay and just afraid to come out. She said the crazy shit is so-called straight men have some sort of fucking opinion when they see gay guy who likes to get fucked in the ass, but God forbid you question their sexuality. She went there.
Great point. No, it's a great point though.
Mm-hmm.
You can question me all day long, I'm still pounding the ass.
Mm-hmm. Michelle, are you watching?
Still pounding the ass.
You know what? And that was kind of like a little bit about what I talked about with her last week. She actually had a question that ended my show topic last week and introduced the show topic this week of the whole anal sex discussion from one of her friends who reached out to her that had that question in regards to why men frown upon gay men, who have sex in that way and simply prefer to have it that way with women. And I did get some comments from men who did agree that they preferred having anal sex as opposed to regular vaginal sex. So does it question sexuality? Not really. We had some that commented back at Michelle Kasha and said, "My girl does not have hair on her face and dick and balls," which is one reason why, it's basically, if you prefer one over the other, why it shouldn't be based off of a sexuality thing. Women know what they like and men do too. So, it's basically a no-brainer as to why they would prefer that. My dear friend...
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
No, it's just like, I don't know if I brought the did I do the whole does lesbians exist to you thing?
No, let's talk about it.
All right. I had to comment because I came to epiphany and I started asking everyone that I pretty much came across this week. So, what is the definition of a lesbian? It boils down to a female being attracted to a female because of her female and femininity qualities and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, that is, what do you call it? Work with me, not against me. That is the true definition of, yes, a lesbian.
A lesbian, okay.
Now, just like, they say gay, homosexuals, those are men that like men.
Mm-hmm.
A man can penetrate a man all day. That's gay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, a woman can't penetrate a woman.
Right.
So, other than her fingers, a woman has no physical parts that can penetrate another woman.
That's not true.
I mean, unless her clit is long as shit. She elbowing her ass or whatever, but...
That's not true.
Okay, I'll get to it in a second. You break it down to me.
Okay.
So, in my sense, I was saying, the moment two females use a strap-on, you're not a lesbian because you're emulating a man. And we all know women don't have men features. I don't care how tight you put that sports bra. I don't care if you walk around with your strap on like they doing now. Literally walking around with the strap on.
Are you serious?
Yes, because they want the other chicks to see the dick print of the toy they bought.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Are there any lesbians out there to confirm this? Please.
He says, don't forget about India. You're going to have to elaborate on that one for me, homie. So, you said that's not true. What else can a woman... you're talking about tongue, but I'm just saying...
Yes.
I'm sorry.
That
I don't
is
care.
penetration.
Listen,
Yo, listen,
I don't
have
care
been
what
fucked
kind of
by
tongue a
tongue.
chick got. It ain't going to emulate a penis.
Listen, I've been fucked by tongues that were longer than some of these penises lately.
Sorry to hear that. But... so sorry to hear that.
I told you my shit been whack lately, yo.
But damn, that's bad.
Yo,
but what I'm
word.
saying is, to me, in that sense, I don't think there is a such thing as a lesbian because they don't exist. You're attracted to a female because of female qualities.
Yes.
All right. So other than fingering, the moment you suck on a plastic dick, glass dick, wooden dick, whatever you sucking on, that is something. Yeah, Jay, I did. That is something, that a man can do, that a woman
Right.
can't.
Right.
You're no longer attracted to a man, or you are not attracted to a man. So why are you duplicating, emulating, imaging a man body part?
Well, I will say this. There's this one girl that I know, and she was going through the whole transformation of becoming a male. She's a lesbian woman. And she told me that after taking whatever pills she was taking, whatever hormones she was taking, her clitoris actually turned into something large enough that she can penetrate a woman with, as it being her clitoris. I do not know what it was she took.
But she got to pay these dudes to fuck her now. Ain't no dude running into chick with...
But she's gay. Like she
Oh, she
messes-
is-
Yeah,
she's
she is gay. She is gay, and she can penetrate other women with her clitoris that she has somehow gotten to become large enough to be able to penetrate a woman with.
All right, I'm saying this. If a woman's getting off by... I can tell you right now, the largest that has ever been is maybe 2 to 3 inches. So, if you're getting these women to climax off of that...
Listen, I know men that are getting women to climax off for 2 or 3 inches, okay?
Sorry to hear that. So...
Next week's episode,
I guess it can happen.
men not to mess with in Bergen County.
That's fucked up. Shots fired.
I'm gonna have pictures and everything.
Shots fired. Hey, if that's the case, in that sense, I have to say yes. She has that my theory shot down. But for any other woman that doesn't have a clitoris that is long enough to penetrate another woman,
I'm mad you said it like that.
well, I'm sorry. Like, it kills me. You have women that have 3 kids and now they're gay.
Listen,
Like, this is always what I was meant to be. When did you realize? After the second child or the third one? Like,
yo, I dead ass told my son the other day we were out food shopping. My 13-year-old. No, we were at the Garden State Plaza and we saw 2 lesbians holding hand. I personally think lesbians have the best relationships. And gay men. They're very open. They walk around holding hands. They show love in public. I could be with a nigga, have 4 of his kids, and that motherfucker don't hold my hand in public. But you got these 2 that, holding hands. Like, they want the world to know that they're together. I think that is the cutest thing. So I told my son, I said, how would you feel if mommy said, you know what? I'm going to just be gay from now on. And he was like, Mom, it's okay. I wouldn't care. Boom.
That's a beautiful thing, but I'm sorry. I have a girl, and I love women, and I don't fucking hold hands, ever.
What? See?
To me, that's a human leash.
I just think when I see lesbian couples, and I'm...
First of all lesbians don't exist. All female and female relationships and dude on dude, they cheat more than regular heterosexuals.
I don't believe that shit,
That
man.
is a fact.
Okay, even if they cheat, I guarantee you, and pay attention to it going further, when you see a lesbian or a homosexual male couple together, they are someplace letting the world know that they are happy and they are together. Regular male-female couples, they walk right past each other like they're not even fucking going home to the same house when they leave out the club. Like
Jay said, it's true though. What is it true to? We got sorry, I gotta understand it's about a 10-second delay, 5 to 10-second delay when y'all actually hear what we're saying. So kind of let us know exactly. We want to make sure we're on the same page as you are. Listen, like I said, I look at that as a human leash. That's just me. I'm here with you. I'm walking with you. We're together. I don't have to hold your hand because you see another chick coming, or I see a dude that you may be attracted to. I'm gonna hold your hand like that's gonna mean anything. Back in my horrible days, I messed with this chick that had me pretend date her man's aunt just so me and her could keep fucking. Yes. Yes. He said that gay dudes cheat too. Yeah, they all cheat. All up and down.
oh, come on,
All
man.
up and down. They cheat on each other. But I'm just saying, like...
They might cheat, but they be the happiest people out in public.
How?
They
Them be the
hold
rudest
hands.
motherfuckers in the world.
Oh my God, that's not true. They look so cute holding hands, two girls. Hey, I think it's a cute thing. I don't know.
I don't know. I guess it depends, because I saw what I thought was, to me, a true lesbian couple. And that is two beautiful women that were together.
Oh my God.
Not a woman dating a woman who got muscles like a dude, who dressed like a dude, got her hair like a dude. Like, everything is a fucking dude but the real fucking penis. And her titties are bigger than the dude's anyway. So, that's what I'm saying. So, in that sense, I'm thinking
Get you
more
some
along-
titty tape.
Yeah, it don't make a difference, because
Titty
when we're
tape.
naked, I ain't looking at titty tape.
Oh my God.
When we fuck it.
You know what though?
What you gonna do, keep the shirt on?
I will
Or
say
wear a
this.
halter top?
I will say this: the one female sexual experience that I had, I don't even know how to describe what type of girl she was. If she was like a butch or if she was a pretty girl. She was married, so she was definitely not like gay. It was something that a married couple wanted to experience with Goddess, and I did it. It was a cool experience. But for me, if I'm attracted to any type of female, it's not a pretty one. It's got to be one that's kind of more like on the duder side of
Okay,
things.
so answer my question. Why?
Why does she have to look like a dude? It's just something sexy about a female that's trying to emulate a dude to me. I don't know.
Anesia Reed, I hope I didn't jack your name up. I apologize. Aneesha, Anesia.
Oh, Anisha. Hey, mama.
Anisha, she says hello.
Shout out
Keep
to
doing your
Anisha.
thing.
Thank you. Love you, girl. Hackensack. Hey.
There you go. Repeat your question. I apologize.
Yep. I don't know. What was I saying? I got so excited. My girl's watching me. Hey.
Absolutely. You were talking about the gay lesbian. You would have to date a woman that.
It would have to, for me, it would have to be a girl that was a little bit more like on the butch side. She can't be
So
pretty.
why she has to be butch?
It's just something sexy about a girl walking around
No,
with
it's
her
something
pants
sexy
hanging
about a
off
man.
her
Let's get it right.
ass.
It's something about a fucking man. That's what it is.
Something sexy about a girl that's trying to be a dude, but is a girl. I think that to me it's sexy. I don't know.
I think there are a lot of women out here that are bisexual, and even men too. No disrespect, and are just afraid to admit the fact that that's what their sexuality, that's what they enjoy. And I tell people all the time, like, stop caring what other people think.
Right.
If you like a dick in your ass, then you like a dick in your ass. If you like, whatever it is you like, that's you. Unfortunately, in this day and age, we're so worried about how this person or that person feels about, what they think. And God dang Juju, shout out.
Hey.
Thanks for watching. We're worried about what other people think, and that's why I tell people, I don't hold hands. I don't care if anybody likes or that I don't like it. Like, even the young lady I mess with, she knows. Like, Michelle knows I don't hold hands. She's knows that. She's comfortable with
listen, if I'm messing with a guy, at some point, I think it's a little cute if we walking across the street and he go and grab my hand or we hold each other by the arm.
Why? Because if a car coming, I'll push you in the front. Like,
yo, you know, and see, that's the shit I'm talking about. And you know, and it's fucking crazy that still to this day and age, I be seeing men that let their women walk on the outside of the street. Let me find out you be letting Michelle walk on the outside of the street.
Why?
Because if a car come and hit the curb, it's supposed to hit you first.
I'm sorry.
Her.
Me being the man and 240-pound man that I am, I can absorb the impact of a 1,200-pound fucking vehicle. Fuck out of here. Oh, no.
Fellas, your woman
we both
is
getting hit. We in this relationship together, we getting hit.
The woman is not supposed to get hit. Don't let her walk on the outside.
Fellas, we getting hit. We in this together.
That's fucked up.
Because I'll tell you one thing, and I'm being real about it. You fuck around, get hit by a car, and die. She may more in a couple of weeks, maybe a couple of months, but she'll be on another dick shortly.
Yo, you know,
it's the fucking truth. Tell motherfuckers all the time.
That's messed up.
It's the truth, though.
But you know what?
Exactly.
It is true.
Fellas, we getting hit together.
It's true.
We both in the bed, side by side, holding hands in traction.
But now let me ask you this, though. Let me ask you this question. Say y'all both get hit together and she ends up being like paralyzed and you can walk around. Would you leave her?
Absolutely not.
You know? Oh, you wouldn't leave her?
No, of course not.
Okay, so that's nice.
This is what I tell people all the time. Like, it's a relationship. And, you know, I always think a lot of crazy things because I ain't rap type people. But just like I always say, like, because I saw a photo before and it bothered me. If you're related, if you're engaged with someone or you're married to someone and you two have an argument and you take your ring off, it's over. There's no coming back from that. Whether we're getting along or not, we're still married, we're still in this relationship. We still have to act accordingly. Now, I'm not saying we gotta be all key, whatever.
Right.
But at the end of the day, we are still in this relationship.
Yeah.
We're just having a disagreement right now. So the fact that you can go to that length, which means you want other people to see that, now I am single. So you're opening the door.
That's just like what they say, women, when the men take the Xbox when they leave, that it's definitely over.
Okay. My man Prodigy said, like in India, they teach their women how to please their men. I'm gonna have to fight you on that one, homie. And this is the reason why I say that. And I hope it's not a female. I hope
Prodigy?
you do. Prodigy do.
Female.
Female? Okay, I apologize, ma'am. I will say this. Indian men cheat with black women more than anything in the fucking world. And I've talked to a lot of Indian men, and they say it all day long. They love black women. They love the big butts.
Indian, like 7-Eleven Indian?
Yeah, they love black women. I've never met an Indian man who hasn't cheated on his woman. Rimming his asshole, giving him a rusty trombone and everything. They still cheat.
Indian men?
Yes. All cheat. I ain't met a faithful one yet.
What? Damn, you have me looking at my boss at work all different now, like...
He's staring at the ass. Regular. Them niggas love asses.
Like what?
And like I said, you gotta remember, a large, maybe 80, 90% of Indian women are slim.
Yes.
They're the slim or fat. There's no in between with Indian women. Mm-hmm. Yes, the face is pretty, but there's no really like curvage going on there.
Right.
You know, like nowadays they started putting, good looking Jay, they started putting so much chemicals in these foods now. White women, these little white girls are built like they black now.
Yep. I hate that shit too.
Like you can't even like you go to Willowbrook Ball right now and it's an ass fest from white girls.
Ew.
Like they don't have anything that ain't fucking spandex or tight on their fucking ass.
Go to the Garden State Plaza.
Yeah, it's real there too. It's real there too. But like I said, I don't know if it was the chemical that was purposely. I think it was purposely put in there to catch up, have white women catch up because. I mean, other than you mixing the blends of the cultures, ain't no reason in hell Susu mom's ass look like you could iron your shirt on her back, but her daughter looked like she was raised by horses.
Right. It's true. It's true. Sure, we get into a whole topic about the cancers and everything that all of these pesticides and foods are causing people to get sick from, and it's true. The things that they have pumped our chicken with up
It's
with.
ridiculous.
It's definitely pumping our children up too. I got an 11-year-old that looked like she about 25. I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
But
Some more comments? I mean, some more.
yeah. Actually,
Let's go. I got it.
okay.
I'm ready.
Jonah Didymus told me that he never had the opportunity. Like no one has ever given him a chance to pound some ass. So sorry about that, Jonah.
Agree, JJ. Said it's crazy how black women were being criticized about their body shape, and now white women have it. And now it's the beautiful thing in the world.
I know.
Or Spanish J-Lo. Oh, look at J-Lo's ass. There's a lot of women out there that had ass way before J-Lo.
Listen.
Kim, I'm sorry, that's purchased. So,
Yes.
there's a lot of things out here, but now that's the end thing.
Yo, did you on Facebook the other day? I seen a post of Nicki Minaj. It was like her
Oh,
back
shit
in the
was- yeah, it
day,
was crazy.
and how now, and it said, well, you asked God to take all the fake things out of your life, and then it was a picture of her of how
Oh, that's
she looked.
fucked up.
Yo, that
I like that, though.
I gotta get that to you. I'm gonna send it to you. That's crazy. I couldn't believe. I thought it was a natural thing with her, man. At least some of it. I didn't know she
Absolutely.
was that fucking fake.
Yeah.
Damn, Nikki. And I heard her album
purchased
ain't
it.
do
It's
that good
hers.
either.
She purchased it. It's hers. It's yours, boo-boo. Don't worry about
It's
it.
yours, boo. Rock it all, man. Not everybody could be natural.
Shots fired. Especially y'all caught last week's show. It was Titty Fest.
Oh, yes.
Titties everywhere. It was titties everywhere.
Y'all missed it.
I
Episode
bust
2.
her ass when we got home. Boy, it was
Did you? You're a man. Look, y'all can always expect to see some titties coming out from Goddess. That's just what I do. James Boyle. He says that anal sex is simply better. He said it depends on the chick you're with, but at the end of the day, it's just better. I don't know. QB Dixon, the only comment that he made was, it's just the tip. So I guess at some point he's only just been able to get
the tip in.
just the tip in.
So he one of those, the girls was like, I don't want you to put it in here, and you want to put it in there. Nigga, no. But what you can do, homie, which I'm going to learn. I tell you, I'm going to hold seminars. Everyone has a couch. All right? You have to put her in the arm of the couch. Shoulder down. She can't run, homie.
Yo,
she
you
can't
know
run.
what? That sounds like some. Don't do it.
She can't run.
Don't do, look. If you want to do the right thing, get a drunk first, okay?
Fuck that. Don't headboard, she can move. Bed, she can
Oh
move.
my god.
Floor, she can move.
No
Use
running.
that motherfucking couch arm. She ain't moving that wood,
not
homie.
going nowhere.
She ain't moving that wood.
Too much. Eli Lorenzo, shout out to him. He says if a woman hasn't tried it or didn't experience it with a man who knows what he's doing, she's missing out. Some of the best hitting points while stimulating the clit comes from anal sex. Her whole mind will explode as she climaxes.
This is a professional, people. I need you to understand it, because this is a man who's had anal sex with a woman with her on her back and still was able to stimulate the clitoris at the same time.
Eli Lorenzo, I had
a professional.
I had to actually message him like, baby, thank you so much for
Yes.
responding to this post.
This is a professional, fellas.
You've never ever commented on anything I ever said, but he commented on that. So
He's a professional, that's why.
yes.
Thank you for the pointers.
Eli Lorenzo. And then my silly friend Jermaine. He's too much. He wrote this big post out. So Jermaine Jam Rocklocked says, reason 1, they want to try something new. Reason 2, the man want to try something new with his woman. Reason 3, porn stars do it, so she thinks she can do it, but a few things happen. Number 1, she likes it. Number 2, she discovers it's the best orgasm she's ever had. Number 3, she thought she was about that life. Number 4, she forgot that nigga built like a horse, and now she done fucked up. Plus, forgot the lube. Number 5, this nigga ain't got no patience, so now she in the hospital. Number 6, she or he wants to show he or she that it's not as bad as it should be if it was done right.
Shout out to Sharon Gotti.
Hey, Shannon! Hey, mama. I gave her a shout out at the beginning of the show because she hit me up asking me how to find the show.
Right.
So I love it. Like the support that's coming from Hackensack. I love y'all, man. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And look, if you ever want to be a guest up here with me, don't hesitate to hit me up. I love guests. If you can handle being up here and answer some questions that may come in and some show topics, then you definitely make sure you hit me up. We get you up here. But Jermaine, he was funny with that one, and like I had to let him know that I was going to read that, but it was going to be the last one I read because he had like this really long story behind everything he said. But thank you so much for everybody who commented on the post.
Shannon said we in the building, so I guess she's coming.
Yeah, hey, listen, Shannon, whenever you ready to come, baby. Whenever. You right here in Hackensack, so I know exactly where to find you. So, anything else on anal sex or your thoughts?
I'm not. I say this. I joke and I laugh a lot, but I want you to be. I want to be serious for a little minute. If you're uncomfortable with it, don't let someone pressure you into something that you are uncomfortable with doing.
Okay.
The other gentleman, the professional, said it best. There is a way, yes, to have anal sex and be very gentle on the woman that you're doing it with. So it's not, just I'm going to pound it the hell out. Let's go. I'm going to do you like I do the other one. Talk it out. I always say communication is a wonderful thing. And unfortunately, I think when it comes to sex and relationships, we stopped talking.
Yeah.
We really stopped communicating with what we like and the way we like it. And I say again, if you've been in a relationship a long period of time, a couple of years, there's only but so many dick licks and ball juggles like you could take back shots. All right, switch it up a little bit. You know what I mean? Go sideways, ride it sideways. Put on her side. Put one leg up, one leg down.
Hey.
But you gotta try something different. Dress up different. Like I said earlier, hey, how about y'all pick each other up in clubs? Act like you don't even know each other. Lounges.
Yo, you know what? That is such a cute idea. Somebody else, I don't know if it was you, but somebody else was telling me that the other day. If you're in a long-term relationship, a way to spice it up is to pick each other up like you're going on a date for the first time and talk to each other, and communicate some new things to each other that you might have picked up along the years that you don't know about each other, just to spicing things up a little bit. I will say this. My view on anal sex is it's got to be a comfortable experience for a female. Men don't know, or some men, I will not say men don't know how it feels, because some of y'all do. But for those who choose to indulge in sex in that way and to, perform anal sex, you have to understand that as a woman to a man, you got to be easy with us. You got to make us feel comfortable. And it cannot be something that you go pounding in 50 miles per hour, because you're not only going to mess up the evening, you're going to mess up any type of feelings that she's going to have the next day when she sits down, when she
fellas,
walks.
you start off slow, then you pound it out. Shout out to Justin Timing, Justin 19760.
Hey, Justin.
690. Goes on to say communications is the key.
Yeah.
And Shannon goes on to say facts. That shit hurts.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't do it now, but I tried with my man for 22 years.
Okay.
So this is what I will give you credit for, Shannon, is that you actually tried. You attempted. Mm-hmm. You have so many people that won't attempt.
Right.
Or my favorite, not saying you, Shannon, those individuals like when a man asks a woman for head and she purposely acts horrible on it, I'll let you sit down there for hours. You're going to get the shit right sooner or later. I'm good. I'm very patient. Sooner or later, you're going to get this shit right. But, you know what I mean? You tried and you attempted. So it's not like because, the first thing a man say, you didn't even let me try. You didn't even give it a shot to try.
It all depends on your deliverance. If you're going in on some wild, crazy shit, then I'm not going to let you try.
Well, like I said, you lube it up properly. And I always say the thumb is always the key. Because if you turn your thumb upward, your hand, grab the butt with the top of your fingers, stretch, you're stretching the hole. Then you can slip your head in there. That's how you start, fellas. I'm giving you some gems.
Listen, I wouldn't suggest using Vaseline.
No, please stop using Vaseline. For sex.
Don't use Vaseline.
It's called lubricant for a reason.
Yeah.
Unless your girl is just that wet, like she's a tsunami down there, you don't need no lube at all.
No.
That's when, if she's very, very heavy or, whatever she does, again, you got to make sure you put it on her back, let those juices flow down, and you enter it from that way.
Or you can always stick your tongue down there and just start eating the ass.
Ain't nothing wrong with eating ass, fellas.
Which was that last week's?
I don't know what it is, but ain't nothing wrong with eating ass. I always say it's called toes, elbows, and assholes.
Okay, you know what? Fuck that. If you want to fuck me in my ass, you're going to eat my ass first.
I always say, fellas, if you want to do a little something different to your shorties, eat her out with her in the doggy style position.
Oh, yes. Okay,
She going to clean the house. She going to cook dinner. She going to cook you breakfast in the morning. She going to get that warm rag, wipe you down.
You know what? I don't know why. For some strange reason.
It's not your forte, right?
It's not my forte.
Right.
I don't even like sitting on a nigga's face to ride. You know, a nigga be like, yo, ride my face. I don't like that because I feel like I'm going to kill his ass.
That's a great sight.
Is it? I mean, it might be a great
Have her ride your face and then the woman leans backwards and it's just nothing but titties and nipples flopping.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, fellas, if you agree with me, let me know. There ain't no greater sight than seeing a chick rub her nipples while y'all during sex, letting you know that she's feeling what you doing.
Oh my gosh, man.
They're like, yo, all right, yes. Yes.
Listen,
because a lot of times, what I don't know, maybe females don't know, a lot of times we are watching you during sex. We want to make sure we're hitting a spot, or maybe this ain't the right position tonight. Because it does happen, especially if your girl works out. Or she has a particular job where she moves a lot, she exercises a lot. Tonight she might have did back, or tonight she had to lift a couple of boxes. So this position tonight is going to be uncomfortable for her.
You know what? Just recently, I was having a conversation with a good friend of mine who I did at one point have a sexual relationship with, and he said something to me that, it put me in awe just thinking about that.
Shout out to Shannon. Shannon say, you crazy, I'm riding till the wheels fall off.
Nah. And you know what? Shannon crazy ass. That sounds just like it too.
Yo, fellas, I'm real, man. Seeing your chick grab them, rub them titties and them nipples
I don't
while
know.
you doing your thing, or while she, man, woo.
Maybe it's just I just never came across the right one.
I'm getting the watermelon drinks tonight. Somebody getting pounded tonight.
Look, it ain't gonna be me. Yeah. I'm about to say it ain't gonna be me. I wish, but what was I saying?
Shout out to Jay. He said, honestly, I love the breathing sound after I find a spot. So I feel you. That's what I said. Like,
That's what I was getting into. The guy I was talking to, he was just like, you know what? I listen to a woman's body. And that was like some real, he was like, I watch your body. I used to watch the way you move. Like, I knew you were going to climax because I used to watch your face. I didn't think men be into it that much. A lot of times you always just be assuming that men be out there just to get their nut. But this one here made it seem as if he was interested in
Oh, man, yeah. We all have different fetishes. Shoe fetish, butt fetish, breast fetish, lip fetish. Like, different people get up at different things. And this is why I say, and my man Justin here says, communication.
Yeah.
If you really forget that just sitting there, take your clothes off and go to town on each other. Because I tell people all the time, the chances of you having phenomenal sex within the first 3 times are very slim.
Yeah.
Very slim. And this is why I tell people, the first time may be whack as shit, people. It may be good, it may be okay, but it ain't gonna be mind-blowing. Because that person doesn't know you.
Exactly.
I don't know your spots. I don't know what you like and how you like it. I've been having sex with this person. That person's not you.
Right.
Yes, you like the penetration, but other than that, okay, you might like to turn around. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To me, ain't nothing wrong with that's the greatest position in the world. Yeah. You make that shit disappear, I'm in heaven. You know what I mean? That shit popping, baby.
Damn. Yo, Michelle, you watching this?
All right, Jay goes on to say, exactly, 9 out of 10 women won't tell you how certain feels, but their body won't lie. Exactly, because you do have a side of women out there who don't want to do the no, especially if it's not like, people have one-night stands, so they have situations where they do deal with certain people, and they don't want that person to know that they hit something that ain't nobody ever hit before in their life.
Okay.
And it works too, just like from a dude. Girls, if you got some fire crotch and that nigga keeps switching positions and being hold up, your shit's super wet. All right, this nigga about to bust. He got to keep pushing that shit out. Hold on. Whoo, shit, I got a cramp. That nigga lying. Your shit is lubed to perfection, and that nigga about to nut. He needs some time to regain his focus. All right, let's go.
Yo, my gosh. You know what? You ever like just be walking down the street and think about some random shit?
I have issues all the time. That's why I tell people. That's why I gotta ask people when I'm conversing with them. I have to talk to them.
Listen, I have every single man that I have ever slept with still calls my phone to this day. Every last one of them. Either they find me on Instagram, they find me on Facebook. They all still call my phone. So that makes me feel good about myself. Shout out to y'all if you're watching. I miss you. My best friend of 15 years was a guy that I was in a relationship with, and good things. So that's, always a good thing, especially if you know that about yourself. You can keep a dude.
Communication.
But I'm definitely not riding anybody's face until the wheel fall off. I can't do it.
She's saying that, Shannon. She gonna find that right dude.
Shannon,
that she gets super comfortable with.
Where he at, Shannon?
And I'm telling you, it's what, at the end of the day, we want to please our mate.
Yes.
We want to please our mate.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So
the right one.
Yeah.
The right one.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, if that's something that the person you're dealing with likes, you're gonna give it a will. You're gonna give it a try. And you might actually find excitement out, because a lot of people fail to realize if you feeling somebody, really feeling someone, you already started that sex, that chemistry, your body, your chemistry, your enzymes, and everything is your beetle, everything is there. And then you finally actually chance to get to be with that person. That shit is epic.
I haven't had anything that exciting going on in my life lately. I wish I could say that I know that feeling. I don't. I would like to. If anybody's watching, hit me up. But I really, it's sad. It's sad for me. Hopefully soon, though. I'll be on here telling y'all stories about how good I got it last night for free without having to give up money for it.
Shots fired.
Yes. So, I also posted up a topic on Facebook in regards to men and women, if they've ever slept with somebody the same day or night that they met them. And I had a bunch of different comments on that as well. I personally never comment. I'll probably, just converse a little bit and ask a question or two if I want to use it for the show. But I will say this. And I even spoke to my 19-year-old son about this. I asked him the same question. He's like, yeah, fuck yeah, Mom. I've been with many girls in a couple of hours, and we were doing it. I personally was downplaying it for a long time. And I think you commented on this as well, too. I downplayed it for a long time. And I gave a lot of people respect on my post that said that they had never done that before. And up until about 15 minutes into the post, I was thinking to myself, you know what? I've never done that. Like, ew, that's nasty. Who can done that? Who can do a thing like that? But I have. And I've done it a few times. So
the right moment.
Listen.
You going through the right thing with the right drink in your hand.
My gosh. Delano Bernie said he never did it. Bobby Phoenix, shout out to him. He said yes. Javon versus Chambers, he said most of the time. That's his case. But, it was just...
It depends on what you're looking for.
Yeah. I'm going to get a little deeper into the topic of this and of first-time sex and a couple of different things that we spoke about today for next week's show. So
Okay.
make sure you tune in for that. Also, next week, I want to talk about the benefits of oral sex. We going oral. So we go from regular anal sex one week to oral sex. I'll tell y'all the type of person I am. You know what? I think Shakima's coming on the show next week, so it'll be fun to talk with her about how she feels about that. If not, I would love to have my baby's father on the show with me to discuss.
That would be interesting.
Discuss oral sex. He was never happy with mine, and it was something that, I was okay with, especially because for every time he was unhappy with it, I was getting a nigga text me up telling me to come suck his dick. So, we'll talk a little bit more about that next week. And trying to think if there was anything else I wanted to talk about. Oh, yeah. another discussion for next week is going to be what's off limits in the bedroom for both men and women. I want to hear what you will not do, what is a complete stop sign for you, and why. So you'll see me on Facebook this week discussing different topics that are surrounded around that. And that is it for today. I just wanted to thank everybody for tuning in on today's show. It's been a good show like always. Don't forget, tell your friends to tell their friends to watch me. Give you a shout out. Comment on my posts. I always let everybody know what the topic post is for the week. At the end of each show, but mainly on Facebook, I'll address a post as being a topic post, because if you comment on those, I'll give you a shout out. Don't forget, you can find me on Instagram, UR_goddess, GODDESS 35. Ask me questions, send me any show ideas, comments. Facebook, you can now look for me under my new page. It's just simply Goddess, GODDESS. And when you log on to follow that page, you'll see the previous shows, the shows that we've done. So you can go ahead and watch those. You want to make sure that you go on to YouTube and subscribe under Truth Vibe TV. Click on it and hit the subscribe button. If you go onto my show and hit the notification button, you'll get notified every time I go live, or anybody else on the broadcast, which includes a couple of other shows, Chicks and Flicks and Savage
Jeff Shear Show.
Yep, Jeff Shear. So make sure.
Shout out to Jess. You just subscribed.
Hey, thank you so much for subscribing. Make sure you do that. You can also send or communicate with me directly through my email at growntalkwithgoddess@yahoo.com. So there's several different ways to get in contact with me. Either way, I'm throwing your questions up on Facebook. I'm throwing your name up there, and I'm throwing you up on the show, and I'm giving you a shout out for watching me, subscribing, and everything else. Tell your friends to tell their friends. Listen, this is the place to be on Saturday, 7-ish.
Not 7. Like I said, just can't have business meetings in the rain.
I go live on Facebook. I gotta start doing it on Instagram a little bit more, but I go live on Facebook, letting everybody know when I'm gonna be going live and what the show is gonna be about, so they can log in. But truthvibetv.com, when I go live, is where you can go ahead on and chat with me. Several different ways you can get in contact with me, so make sure you do that. Again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in this week to Grown Talk with Goddess. I'm open to any comments and questions. Send them to me. I'll see you guys next week.
Never fall for our fathers. Stay away, don't you fall asleep. Never fall for our fathers. Stay away, don't you fall asleep. Back in my crib.